Theo in his X form, and he's looking at a dog with a weird circle monitor for a head. Can only mean we're back to do 10 more blocks here in the Forest of Pain on .hack GU Last Recode, playing Volume 3. Let's go ahead and select our party. We've been choosing 2 different members from the available queue each episode. We've previously done Adelie and Endrance, and then last time we did Team Charisma, Antares, and Yada. Let's make this one nice and easy. Kuhn and Pi, they're right near the top. Each have phase weapons. I'm gonna be going ahead with my guns, because that's worked for me. Went ahead and dumped some items. Doesn't seem that I dumped all that money by the looks of it. I'm back up to 87 out of 90. So let's go back to Gaspard, see if we can't do anything else. Someone bought an item. Manage the goods. There we go. That'll buy us a bit more room. 80 out of 90. We're all the way down to 41 out of 90 on the equipment, so feeling good there. Pass our teammates. Good old Team GU. Minus their leader, Master Yata, who was in last episode. Going back to Hidden Forbidden Sin Realm. And we're going to block 20, and our goal is to get to block 30 here. Hey, meet the Cleric Union right away. Let's go ahead and get some boosts early. Changing Sparkling Bravery to Rejuvenation. Break open the door to tomorrow. We are the Medic Union, and now we will heal you with our hearts. That's one hell of a slogan there. Back from a long day of wounds, I'm here to heal you. Medic Union, here's a shot straight from the heart. These guys talk in 80s music lyrics. That is great. Now that I've talked to one of them twice, they're just gonna go away. But we've got ourselves a little extra going for us. As if being maxed out level and having phase weapons wasn't enough. Here we go. From 21 to 24, we have to perform 12 skill triggers. That seems kinda easy. Certainly easier than that 40-hit combo last time. The Fairy Queen Orb. Nice simple layout, not too many rooms. Let's see what we got going here. There's a trouble. And there's one skill trigger. got put to sleep. Apparently she expected me to be put to sleep. That's nice. Treasure chest in the room there. And it's trap chest, so we're gonna go ahead and have some fun pushing buttons. No problem there, and we pick up a soul Hisa. Walking down the old hallway. Did a silly move there, I switched off my guns. Put them around the corner.
Your guard's down.
There we go. And the double trigger for good measure. Not that it was needed. Moreover, just wanted.
I didn't even break a sweat.
No, I expected him not to. Another treasure chest down here, this one of the mundane variety, and we pick up an evil Imperial. Which I suppose would be the designation given Darth Vader? An evil Imperial? I guess he was more of a conflicted Imperial. Not really evil, just bad. Door closes behind us, and that apparently surprised the hell out of Haseo there, kind of glitchy there. Oh boy. I hate when that happens, because the monsters keep moving and you're just kind of standing there.
You're open!
But we managed to make it out without the monsters seeing us, keeping those surprise rounds intact for whatever reason, I don't really know. Forgot about my skill triggers there.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Okay. Chim spheres in there, and that means we have a chance to go ahead and pick up some chim spheres from the old conveyor belt here. Let Kuhn and Pi chase them around for a bit. And we're back up to 15 already. And those magenta ones are time savers. Kuhn's taken a little damage so far. Not too worried about it. I've actually been going back and doing some of the things that would have probably made sense to be doing the entire time, because by volume 3 last year I was just kind of rushing through things. Just wanted to get to the end of the story, see how this played out. Wasn't really enjoying the ride, if you will. So that's one block down, and we are 2 skill triggers the better. Since we're in a new block, we'll go ahead and use our icons of Purity and... I always forget the other one's name. The Pure Medallion. I think I'd be able to remember a 4-letter word, but no. The Pure Medallion to get our hit points and skill points up to max. Fairy Queen Orb. Maybe the trick to 12 skill triggers is you have to hit one every battle, because there just aren't going to be that many rooms. There's 3 here, and at least we know when we hit a room instead of a corridor, there's going to be a battle, because this isn't the forest of empty spaces. One exception being boss battles they're already beaten, as this is a replay through the Forest of Pain event.
I'll crush you.
really expecting Block 30 to pose much of a challenge. Especially not with 3 of the main characters of all 3 volumes running. But hey, it's about the journey.
Here's our chance.
That was the lamest surprise round ever. Just kind of tapped him. Dang.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it indeed. We took care of that readily. Pick up a night tome and a vigor crystal. Swinging blades well overhead. There we go, there's a couple truffle and for those chickadee.
Here's our chance.
Chicky data, my bad.
I didn't even break a sweat.
So I believe we've hit a skill trigger on every battle so far. If my math is correct, and it almost never is. I will say I like the aesthetic of the Forest of Pain. The old brick walls, the moss hanging down. Like they said it really well. Fairy Queen Orb again gives us a nice small field. I'm starting to feel that that in fact is the deal. We may want to double up on one of these skill triggers here, just to make sure we get enough. In fact, let's do that. This block, let's try for 2 triggers in each. That'll get us up to 11. Getting more flying type enemies.
You're not getting away.
As you can see, our morale meter is already full, but I'm trying for that bonus, so I'm going to ignore the awakening as long as possible. There we go. There's 3 in 1. That worked out nice.
I didn't even break a sweat.
That worked out real nice. So I saw that giant flower there. It's full of chim spheres, but we had to open that door anyway. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that for... Oh, we have ourselves a King Chim Chim. The key to the King Chim Chim is you just have to kick the bejesus out of him, and then dodge when he jumps. And afterwards, he shrinks down and gives you all sorts of chim spheres, or in our case, like 10. That's all I really needed. But still, cool to see the king. Glad we could share that special memory together. here on this stream of .hack GU last weekend. Once again, Grumpy Old Guy Gaming, thank you for joining us and watching when this is uploaded later on the YouTube channel. If you're a .hack fan, I upload plenty of .hack content. Do a lot of fragment videos. Oof. Cut 2 there with that one, so I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful. Yeah, we're just going for the skill triggers. Not even normal attacking or double triggering at this point. Just waiting for that meter to build back up, and then R1. I do believe that already puts us at 11.
No doubt about it.
Seo confirms. Pick up a revival medicine and another revival medicine. Certainly nice things to have. Blades were kind to us there, both well out of the way, so it was easy to just straight run past.
How should we handle this?
Oof. Accidentally clicked the wrong one. Lost the old surprise round there, but you know what? It'll work out in the end.
Tempest Strike! Justice prevails!
Yeah, Justice had one hell of an opening on that one. I'd say the others prevailed, but... Pick up the Dark Tower. A Dark Tower, not the Dark Tower. I'll stop telling that joke when it starts feeling old. You know, to me. Coming up on a long corridor here, which means we are at the end of that particular block. Let Kuhn catch up. Block 24. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay. Well, we at least get a little variety in the layout here. Again, another small... You know what? My skill points are getting a little low. We're gonna item up here. The great thing about having infinite use items is... really takes a lot of the thought process away. You're like, here's a down point. Let's just spam ourselves back to full. Would not have been nearly as enjoyable to play these games with that item right away. But I will say, unlocking them was a nice little endgame reward bonus. Going up against the Hanger Berries here. That was probably the weirdest monster I could recall. Honestly, forgot they were a thing. At this point, I'd be a little more worried if it was in doubt. I mean, even when you run this for the first time, it should be sort of an assumed at this point. As you saw, we have checkpoints all the way up to 50. And then from 50, you can't warp in and out of the field.
Your guard's down.
This is a piece
wait to see what Cake's made of those two monsters. Again, it's not that the comedy is good, it's that I'm easily amused. 5 chimp spheres there. Let's check out what's beyond this door. There's a corridor and a platform, and we hear some heavy thumping, so we get more creepy hangerberries.
Bring it on!
I mean, those things are just a sight.
This is a piece of cake.
Can't really describe that battle any other way. One justice and it's over. There we go. If you catch them just right, nobody even has to move. Know what you're saying? That takes some of the fun out of it. I would respond, yes. Yes, it does. But we're kicking chims tactically. Do it for enjoyment on our free time. Thank you for spending some of your free time watching this. We are getting nowhere in a hurry trying for the surprise round. There we are. Knew it was possible.
Chaotic strike! This is a piece of cake.
Just unload a little there. Not so necessarily, but you know, do it for the fun. Performed our 12 skill triggers and we get 15 restoring drops. That would make this our boss battle block. Again, gonna be sort of devoid of anything here. But we do get a platform and a save point. Icon up. Not even going to bother with the pure medallion because we're at practically full health anyway. Five more blocks to go. Find out what our new objective is. Hopefully it's not another multi-hit combo. That was a nightmare last time, trying to get 40 hits. Open 5 treasure or trap boxes. Okay, that's pretty much a gimme, and it lets us do whatever we want in battle. So we'll hit a Fairy Queen orb here. Let's see what monsters await us on this half. Oh boy, we've got the carries. Little hard shells are some stout defense for them, and they have a tendency to self-destruct if you let them. easy. I believe it said 5 treasure or trap boxes, is that correct? 5 treasure or trap boxes, and we have 3 right on this level. So, this time they're called Gaze Knights. Previously they were called Fat Lancers.
Here's our chance.
Really torn as to which the better name for that is.
This is a piece of cake.
Hear the Gaze Knight in the background there falling as we hit the endgame battle. So Saseo was once again musing about cake. All I heard in my right ear was "Err." Pretty fitting for an early morning stream. That's about all I was saying in the first 5 minutes as well. If you're not a morning person, you're probably saying that as well. Of course, if you're not a morning person, you're not watching this. Well, maybe the replay.
You're not getting away.
So we're getting to the point where monsters are coming with defensive shields, and that's a welcome little bonus, as it gives us a little something more to do. Oh, let's go with the chaotic strike here. Let's ignore the old recommendations. Flawlessly jump from one of the carries to the other, not giving them time for that ever-important self-destruct. And now it's time to start opening treasure boxes. We get a zoned fireball, and a wrath cloud. I was hoping for the three-peat there so I could stress each one a little differently. Didn't get there. So all of you pronunciation geeks are saved from me butchering those words. Block 27 now. You know the deal. We're going for the Fairy Queen Orb. I actually didn't pass it up in the inventory this time, so bonus points for me. 3 more chests here. So yeah, just playing this level will get us our objective. Can't argue with that. One thing I wish I could argue more with is these trap rooms. Not that they're difficult, they're just kind of annoying. Got hit with a little bit of steam there. Again, negligible damage.
Your guard's down.
Okay. Granted, they were turned the wrong direction, but one of them is 30 feet tall and heavy armor, and the other 2 are literally wearing giant hollowed out rocks on their head. How is their guard down? And that's our first Rengeki of the session. Kinda tough to believe given that last objective was all about skill triggers.
Of course we won.
We're all maxed out on experience anyway, so it's not like the Rengeki bonus is huge for us. Power Hisa. Spirit Crystal there. And we continue to move down.
You're open.
Kind of nice that the battles are feeling a bit more substantive at this point.
No doubt about it.
Nothing fancy there, just a whole bunch of damage heaped on those monsters. And a fire garment. ended up about full on equipment last time, and went back to the at-home and just ton of alchemy. So many things I could... I think I ended up putting some of them in the shop too, so. Now it's the items side I have to work on. Door locks behind us. That's going to be at least 10 chim spheres, but we've got a couple of giant flowers there, so we're going to recover whatever we spend. In the meantime, we'll take out this gaze knight and that carry.
This is a piece of cake.
Say, I really fixated on the cake this morning. Right, forgot the door. Pop in our 10 sphere. And kick our giant flower. There we are. Use our icons real quick because we have them for a reason. That time it seemed to be Kuhn making sure no skill went unused. Moving on to this next floor in the Forest of Pain. Fairy Queen one. I think that's like the 11th time I forgot. More treasure chests, really making sure that they give you every opportunity to hit those little objectives, I suppose. So we have a new monster here.
You're mine.
It is a bowler head, so that distinctly looks like a grill on its head.
No doubt about it.
No doubt about it, indeed. Couple more bowler heads.
Here's our chance.
Wasn't sure if they were small enough to fly into each other there. Kind of enjoy that part of this, where you can hit that little surprise. Keep going the whole way because we're in the forest. Gotta explore. Gotta enjoy the forest.
You're open.
That's why they gave it such a lovely name. It's the Forest of, you know, pain.
No doubt about it.
I also went full cheat alchemy on these guns, so I've got 18 shots, which seems a little bit over. I guess that's the point of endgame content, though. You're tired of playing the game under fair parameters, so let's see how broken we can make it. speaking of broken, we've been on a roll on those magenta chim-chims, making sure those chim spheres get up to 999 as quickly as possible. Not that we ever need 999. I've yet to come across a single field that just makes you chuck chim spheres every single place. I don't know. A little bit of completionist in me, I suppose. Not too much if you're paying attention to the rest of this. I definitely don't sit there and just grind until there ain't no more to grind.
This is a piece of cake.
And Haseo's finished off 5 cakes over the making of this stream. Wizard Tome, a Healing Storm, and a Lodestone. Oh, another mushroom there. Holy Potion. Alright. I will say items are far more generous in here than in the original games where you just broke objects and hoped there was something in there. Not quite as satisfying here because the other objects just broke spectacularly. Like you'd have these little corpse warriors sitting down, and when you broke them, the bones just flew everywhere. Okay.
You're not getting away.
Did that say lizard assassin? Yep, lizard assassin. They're lizards who assassinate. Perhaps they're lizard on lizard assassins. They're lizards who assassinate lizards. One thing's for sure, they're not laying a scale on us. That where I'm going with this? Seems like sort of a weak joke. Yeah, that must be mine then. Couple revival medicines, and I finally remembered that I have a Fairy Queen orb, so let's see what this field looks like. Yep, this block once again a crude H shape. They all are. But that's okay. Because it's the forest of fun and we're here to enjoy ourselves.
I'll crush you.
Oh! That was a nice surprise mode there. I believe I got all 3 of them.
Justice prevails.
Didn't even hit justice. Ha! Pretty sure that one's going down for dumbest joke of the stream. Feel free to let me know if I tell a dumber one. Perhaps my gameplay is the dumbest joke. Or maybe it was that. One thing's for sure, you've got a choice.
You're open. Justice prevails.
I'm sort of worried about the optics of this justice as I came to their field, and I'm just sort of punching holes in them. But they're monsters. Hero's prerogative. If you sell the other guy being bad, you pretty much get away with it. Frequent discussion I like to have with friends and co-workers who play role-playing games. So the villains, not so bad. They generally have stable economies, the towns may not be the happiest, but they're safe. And then you go in, take them out of power, and just sort of walk away because it's not your job. Opened our 5 trap boxes, and we get 15 restoring drops. So that was a nice little 40-minute jaunt there. 30 blocks in already. Is there some way to activate that? I don't think there is anymore. I want to say that was a story event. I can't remember what was at that block. If you've played through the Forest of Pain more recently than myself, and you can remember why that was there, perhaps it took you to the boss battle? Looks like before we sign off, we're gonna get a visit from the Chim Assassins. This time only 6 of them. So we've dealt with Chim Assassins and Lizard Assassins. We're gonna go ahead and save up here. This has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming. 10 more blocks of the Forest of Pain. Thank you very much for watching. I'm enjoying doing this. Hopefully you're enjoying watching this. And we'll talk to you next time.